Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am Kendall B. Becoming your own boss of yourself mentally, I feel is something that you are going to need. It's an important skill because how are you going to be the boss of a company, be the boss of your income, be the boss of your finances, and you can't make decisions for yourself? Let's talk about this. Start making decisions for yourself. That's step one. Start making decisions for yourself. Stop letting everybody else's opinion easily influence you. And it is hard to do because I was one of those people that always look for maybe even sometimes approval, like approval or somebody to relate to or somebody to, feed into my ideas. Like, oh yeah, that is a good idea. It would make me feel better. It would make me feel like, oh yes. Now I can do it. Now I can do it. This person said this is a good idea. You can hype yourself up like that. And that's what I do now. You can really hype yourself up without having to spread news to anybody or spread news to fake energy or toxic energy. Like, you really just only need approval from yourself. Like I tell you all the time, you don't need approval from nobody but yourself. People spend so much time putting others before their self and putting others' wants and others' needs before themselves that they really don't even know themselves. They really do not know who they truly are because they're so used to putting themselves on the back burner and always making other people happy and not making themselves happy. You can ask people's advice for decisions. You can ask people's inputs for decisions. And if it goes against what you had all planned in your head, you all had scheduled out, you felt confident about, you felt good about, and then you get the feedback here and that, oh, that don't even make sense. Like, I don't know about that. Like, girl, I don't know. Like, I don't know about that. You don't need to do that. Then that kind of, when you leave that conversation, you be feeling like, dang, like, I feel stupid. Like, doesn't it make sense? Like, maybe I can't do it. Okay, well, I'm not gonna start that new job, or I'm not gonna get that car, or I'm not gonna go to that college, or any situation that you were planning. And when you hear that feedback, it makes you change your mind. You gotta stop. You are the boss of yourself. You make the decisions. You only have to focus on your opinion because that's ultimately what matters. Remember, you matter. Your happiness matters. What you want matters. And that's all that should matter in the moment when you're going after something you want. Don't look for validation. Don't look for somebody else's sense of something to relate to or sense of comfort. It is a sense of comfort because I know how I feel after I go talk to, even my mom or like my sister about something I want to do. I feel good because they're usually encouraging you, and sometimes they may not encourage you, like, I don't know if you should do this, Kendall. Or they encourage you like, okay, Kendall, yes, you should do this, yes, you should do that. And you feel good, you feel empowered, like, oh yes, I'm about to go do that right now. I'm about to go start that video right now. I'm about to go buy that car right now. You get a sense of adrenaline when you have somebody to relate to, and you have somebody hyping you up, and somebody helping you make decisions and telling you what should be best for you. It makes you feel good. But you can do that same thing for yourself, because a lot of times you will not get that. You will not always get that hype up feeling. You will not always get that acceptance and support. You might get hate. You might get people trying to tear you down, and you trying to go after your world's largest dream or business. You cannot let people make decisions for you. You have to make decisions for yourself. And a way that you can notice that you are one of those people, I mean, you probably would know because you relate to some of the stuff I'm saying, but okay, what's next, Kendall? You got your eyebrows on. I just forget what I'm even doing when I'm talking to y'all. I'm about to prime my face or whatever with this almost gone Smashbox that my kids got for me. This was a this came in like a beauty pack. My kids got it for me for Christmas present. I miss my kids. This world is going through so much right now. I don't know when we'll ever go back to normal. Yeah, everybody is not gonna give you that support, and a person like me, that stuff can really make me angry with it. Can make me either angry with the person or like slash annoyed with the person. It can tear me down and make me feel like what I was thinking was stupid, or it can't happen, it's not possible. And I did not, Lord have mercy, this stuff is not wanting to come out. Maybe it doesn't make sense. You start doubting yourself, you start thinking you can't do it just because what somebody else is basing their view on it. Like, forget what they think, man. What do you want to do when it comes to your career situation, or what do you want to do when it comes to how your kids are raised, and the person is automatically referring to their significant other, or automatically referring to what their mom wants or said is the best decision, or automatically referring to what their grandma said is the best decision, or their friend or homeboy says the best decision. I didn't hear no I within that. I didn't hear no I want, I am, I'm going to. I didn't hear nothing. All I heard was what you said somebody else wanted to do. It's about what you want to do. That's another thing that I've noticed about a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a stage that you have to realize, okay, this is something I need to work on. This is something I've noticed I need to work on, and I'm going to work on it. But it's hard to actually realize and say, okay, yeah, this is a bad thing. I do know this is about myself. Forget all that. When somebody asks you stuff, answer it truly with what you believe and what you feel is right, not based off of anybody else's views. That's the first step of becoming a boss, is being sure of what you want, because you need to be sure what you're going to provide for this business, what you're going to provide as a boss. You need to know all that stuff, and you don't need to be swayed or influenced by anybody else's mindset. So that's the first step, y'all. That's the number one thing. You can't become a boss if you're still being influenced by others' minds and others' thoughts, and it's just bad. So yeah, I just feel very, very strongly about that, and it was hard for me to come to terms about that. It was hard for me to realize that the biggest supporter on your team is that person in the mirror, which is yourself. The biggest person on your team that's going to hype you up and make you feel good and always stand by you is yourself. So that's one of the things that I really am enjoying about 2020, because I'm currently in a situation right now where there's something that I'm working on, I want to do, but I've been more so trying to keep it to myself. And let's get through this makeup. Yeah, I've been more so trying to keep it to myself, because when things are in the works lately, I just do not like telling people what's going on, because I know I'm a thinker. Like, if somebody says something to me that I like, or even that I don't like, it'll be in my head for a long time. I'm pretty sure most people are like that. Like, you think about stuff that people said or people reacted to or looked a certain way when you talked about something. Like, you just think about everything. So I try not to tell people stuff that I'm working on or stuff that I believe in or want to accomplish business wise, growth wise, until it's done, because I don't like being influenced, and I don't like having those negative thoughts in my mind. Because if your mind is still weak and you're still building your mind to only care about your faith and your hope and not what anybody else doubts you about, then you're going to be easily not a boss, not a decision maker of yourself, not the boss of yourself. You have to be the boss of yourself first before you be the boss of anybody. You got to make that choice. You got to make that decision to want to change that and to want to be the person that knows what they want. A real girl, even if you're a boy, a real boy boss, a real girl boss knows what they want. When I hear other people base their decisions on what their significant other thinks, or what their mom thinks, or what their sister thinks, or whoever they look to for decisions, I just look at that as kind of a lack of self-love. And that's okay, because I didn't know self-love a year ago, or I would probably say a year. I didn't know self-love either. Everything is a learning process, and I feel like when you know self-love, you really are a boss, because you know exactly what this person wants. You know this person more than anybody knows this person. So when somebody trying to step to you and doubt you and make you feel like, I don't know if you could do that, how you gonna tell me? I know myself. I love myself. I am strong. I am resilient. I can bounce back off of anything. I can do anything I put my mind to. And that's, I kid you not, y'all. That's how I look at things now. Wow, I sound like I'm about to cry. That's how I look at things now. Like, I kid you not. I kid you not. That's how I look at things now. There's nothing that I cannot do. There's nothing that somebody can sit and tell me I cannot do. There's nothing you can tell me I cannot do. If I believe I can, you can't tell me that. If I believe I can, you cannot tell me that. Who are you to tell me that? I'm sorry, y'all. That just makes me feel good. You see? This is all a thing you have to work on before you get to the end goal of being happy, or the end goal of financial freedom, happiness. You have to work on this person in so many different ways. You have to work on this person. That is something that I really think is amazing. You don't want to get held back in life. You don't want to live life with regrets, thinking, man, I should have started that business so that I could be financially free. I could provide my own income. I can make my own schedule. People can sit here and say, oh, that's not that much, or that's not a real job. Or when they ask, oh, what's your job? And I'll say, I'm this and I'm this. I'm this and I'm a content creator. I'm this and I'm a YouTube content creator. I'm a part-time content creator. And people try and downsize it. They try and be like, no, really, what do you do? Did you not just okay, you don't hear me. And I used to let stuff like that get to me, like, okay, maybe, no, maybe this ain't. No, you can feel that way. You can 100% not agree with what I believe about myself. You don't have to agree with what I believe about myself. You don't have to believe that I'm going to be big one day. You don't have to believe that I'm going to own my own company. You don't have to believe that this is a business that I'm running. You don't have to believe any of that stuff. But if I know that within myself and I know what I'm capable of, that's really all that matters. And when you feel like that, you can see the vision. A lot of times I see myself at the end goal before I'm even there. And that's what drives me each and every day. When anything tries to come in the way and knock that off and try and make you feel like, oh, you're not going to be that. These days I use it as motivation. It really makes me chuckle. It really makes me kind of feel good. And it's just like, you're going to see. You are going to see, baby. I don't even have to explain myself. I ain't got to go back and forth with you. You just going to see. And that's the same thing you can do with your views on stuff. If somebody's opposed, you don't have to agree with me, honey. I believe in myself. I agree with myself, and that's the only support you need. That's so beautiful to say, but you really only need to believe in yourself, and you can do anything. You can do anything, y'all. I'm about to cry. And it's all about how you look at yourself, how you view yourself. Do you view yourself as useless? Do you view yourself as nothing? Do you view yourself as that business owner? Do you view yourself as that hair company owner, that nail tech, that fashion designer? Do you view yourself as that? You gotta see it first to believe it. This sounds so cliche. I swear to God, I used to hear this stuff. I was like, girl, be quiet. Like, it sounds so cliche. I hear so many people say that. You gotta see yourself as that boss before you can be that. So I have spent so much time talking and less time actually doing my makeup, because this always happens. Make sure you like this video, smash the like button, and I hope you guys got a good little help from this video. This is the end product of my makeup. I was not focused. I mainly wanted to talk to y'all about becoming your own boss, but the first thing you need to do is become the boss of yourself. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, beautifuls.